Hello, welcome to What I Eat in a Week. So I work an office job Monday to Friday, so this is just me packing my lunch in the morning. I start at 8:30, and every morning before I go to work, I make a smoothie. So I just prep it, and then once I get to work, I just sip on it throughout the morning. It usually lasts me between 11 to 11:30. It's a good way to get a little breakfast in. And then for lunch this day, I had vegan hamburger helper that I had prepped the night before. The recipe is by Sweet Simple Vegan. It's really simple and very delicious. If you like hamburger helper and you're vegan, check out this recipe. And I always sit at my desk and have my lunch because I like to go for a walk. I sit at my desk most of the day, so it's nice to get out and stretch my legs and check out the views. There's beavers in the area. They've been knocking all the trees down. So I went for a 41-minute walk, 3.49 kilometers. Then I like to have a green tea, nice and warm. I don't like to bring loose leaf tea to work, so I just use the prepackaged ones. Then I had leftover hummus and a few pieces of cucumber left. This was the last of my veggies. I have to go grocery shopping after work, but I used up the rest of the hummus. This hummus is so good. After work, I stopped at No Frills to pick up some groceries. This is everything I got, and this was $107. Dinner is leftover tofu scramble that I made a few days ago. So I have the tofu scramble, some cilantro and franks, and I put it into a wrap. I tried a new coffee because it's cheaper. It's not that good. And the sad thing is, we used to drink this like years ago, but compared to the good stuff, it's not that great. I'm gonna add some stevia, vanilla. Maybe that'll help it. It's fine. I mean, it's not terrible, but I miss my other coffee. It's like a weird initial taste, but then once it's going down, it's fine, but it's like, a few months ago, my coworker gave me this squash, and I'm gonna make soup with it. It's still good, even though it's like a few months old. He gave me a squash last year, and I made butternut squash soup, and it turned out really well. So that's what I'm gonna make tonight, but I'm making it tonight so that I can have it tomorrow, because it's 7:30. I was gonna go to the gym tonight, but I'm pretty tired and not feeling that great, so I thought, why not make the soup now, and then tomorrow when I get home from work, the soup will be ready, and then I can go to the gym tomorrow. And I'm also gonna make bread, but the bread I'm gonna prep at midnight tonight so that when I get home from work tomorrow, I can bake it. And yeah, so I'm gonna spend my evening making the soup and just chilling. We have the onions, garlic, ginger, thyme. Squash is all chopped. I like cooking with coconut oil instead of olive oil, so I'm gonna add a little bit of that. Forgot to take my vitamin. So I take the multivitamin for vegans, once a day. Sometimes they make me feel sick, even though I've eaten. Sometimes they don't, so bottoms up. While this cools down a bit, I'm gonna have this orange as a snack. I always like to freeze some soup too, so this one I'm gonna put directly in the freezer. It's almost midnight, so I'm just gonna quickly prep some bread so that it's ready tomorrow when I get home from work. All you need is flour, yeast, salt, and water. Should have worn my apron for this. I'm gonna transfer it over. Whoop. There it is. I'm just gonna cover it with this cloth. I'm gonna leave it in here till tomorrow. Smoothie again. Then for lunch I had the last of the vegan hamburger helper. Went for my afternoon walk. It was such a gorgeous day on Tuesday. 43 minutes, 3.54 kilometers. Once I got back, I had my nice warm green tea. Over the weekend, I had made some banana muffins, so this was one of the leftovers. I love making these and bringing them to work. It's a perfect snack. Then I just had a red bell pepper, another one of my favorite snacks. Here's the bread. The bread's done. Now I have to cook the bread for 15 more minutes uncovered. And then we can have some soup. It's beautiful. I'm gonna let this cool down for a little bit while I finish my coffee. And then we will dig into it and see how it tastes. Butternut squash soup turned out so good. The bread also turned out so good. And then I have some homegrown alfalfa sprouts on top. Here we go. Taste testing the soup for you. It's so good. It's like the perfect amount of sweetness without being too sweet, because I'm not a huge fan of like really sweet stuff, so this is good. So the bread's a little chewy, like it's not sandwich bread, it's like a soup and toast type of bread. Wow, that's incredible. And this bread recipe is so easy to make. No kneading required. I'm gonna go eat and then go to the gym. I thought I would show you what I put in my smoothies in the morning. I like to put a bunch of seeds and protein in my smoothie, but the night before I like to put it all in one container so that I can just dump it in the morning to save time. So I'm going to show you what I put in there. Starting with a tablespoon of ground flaxseed, tablespoon of chia seeds, a tablespoon of hemp seeds, and then for protein powder, I like to do 2 tablespoons. My go-to is this Vega vanilla, but I was recently given 3 of these. It's the same thing. It's vanilla protein. It's vegan. It's by Jameson, but I don't like the flavor on its own. So I do 1 tablespoon of this and 1 tablespoon of this, and I taste no difference. So I do 1 tablespoon of the Jameson and 1 tablespoon of the Vega. This stuff's expensive, so I'm happy to have free stuff. Okay, and then there you go. That's the mixture. So I just dump this in my smoothie in the morning with my fruits, and it's delicious. Wednesday morning, had another smoothie. For lunch, I had butternut squash soup with some of the homemade bread that I made. This combo was so good. I wish I brought more bread to work. Then I didn't go on my afternoon walk because it started snowing pretty heavily and the wind was kind of picking up, so I decided to skip my walk, and then I had my green tea. For a snack, I brought cucumbers in vinegar. This is something I used to bring to school as a kid. Anyone else love the combo of cucumbers and vinegar? Hot. I'm making a peanut sauce stir fry type thing. So in here I have onions, potatoes, broccoli, mushrooms, and then I'm gonna add some shredded carrots and shredded cucumber on top. Ow, that's hot. We have some rice instead of noodles, and I'm making a peanut sauce which consists of peanut butter, soy sauce, sriracha, lemon juice. I had some leftover coconut milk from the squash soup that I made, so I added a bunch in there. I might add the rest. I mean, what else am I going to do with this? May as well. I don't normally make it with coconut milk. I also added some cilantro and some of these sprouts and green onions on top. So, if you can see there, got a good amount of veggies and carbs. I might regret this, but I'm having another bowl because it's just so good. smoothie again for breakfast. And for lunch, my dad asked me if I wanted to go out. So of course I said yes. We went to Casada and I ordered the large Chipotle tofu burrito. It's my favorite. It's a 10 out of 10. Would definitely recommend it. And I also had a green tea at work. I'm back home. And for dinner, I'm just having leftovers. Another day, another smoothie. For lunch, I had my leftover peanut rice dish that I made, and it is so good. I love it. I finally got to go out for a walk again after 2 days of not going for a walk, and it was very cold. The wind was not fun. Did not like it hitting my face, but that's okay. I went for 44 minutes, 3.54 kilometers, and again, luckily I had a warm tea to warm me up, and this was the last of my banana muffins. This was like 6 days old, but it still tasted delicious. Then I was trying to leave work, and there was a turkey vulture right outside the door, and I couldn't leave. These things creep me out. They are huge. They have a huge wingspan when they're flying, if you've ever seen one. So I had to wait until he left, and I just wanted to leave. It was Friday, but luckily a car came and scared it away, and I was able to make my escape. After work, I had my usual coffee. But I also wanted to make a snack because later in the evening I was going to go out for dinner with some friends, but it wasn't until 7:30, so I knew I should get some food in me. So I just made some toasted bread with butter, and then I put some alfalfa sprouts on top. For dinner, my friends and I went to this place called the Dragonfly. They serve mostly sushi, but they had some cauliflower bites, which were really good, so I ordered that. And then I had some classic cucumber rolls. For 2023, I want to start making oat milk again. I used to make oat milk all the time and then kind of got out of the habit of doing it. With the prices of everything going up, I figured I should try and save money where I can. And oat milk doesn't take long to make at all. You literally just grind up the rolled oats, put in some water, some salt, and then drain out the liquid, and that's all it is. So I figured I'm gonna try and make more oat milk, even though the store-bought milk does taste a lot better. Homemade oat milk still tastes good, and it's very cheap compared to buying it already made at the grocery store. It's been a while since I made oat milk for my coffee. It's not terrible. I think it needs more vanilla. Yeah, it's good. This is a pretty big breakfast. It is 12 o'clock now, 12 o'clock on the dot. So this is going to be my breakfast and lunch probably. It's so good. I forgot to take my vitamin the last 2 days, so making sure I'm having it right now. Confused. Okay. This expired in October. I really want to get into using my SodaStream because I rely too much on the bubbly cans. And to be honest, this bubbly syrup doesn't taste as good, but I feel like if I just start drinking it more regularly, I'll get used to it. So let's try it. I mean, it's not as good as the cans. That syrupy flavor is definitely noticeable, but I mean, I gotta utilize it. I got it last year for my birthday, which was April, and I probably only used it a handful of times. I'm gonna have a snack before I go to the gym. Yesterday I brought a bell pepper to work that I never ate, so I'm just gonna snack on this and then go to the gym. I'm having the leftover peanut rice dish with some bubbly. I'm going to have a few pieces of this Cadbury plant bar. Oh my gosh, this is so good. If you're vegan, I would highly recommend this chocolate bar. Tonight for dinner, I'm making this creamy stovetop mac and cheese. I made it once before. It's from the Vegan Pasta Cookbook. It's supposed to kind of mimic like a KD type mac and cheese. There's a more fancy mac and cheese right here. It's like baked. Haven't tried that yet, but I definitely will soon. So yeah, this is the ingredients I'm gonna need. I'm gonna use the homemade oat milk. I hope I have enough cheese here. If not, I did buy more cheese on Monday, but it's a different brand. So I don't know if mixing the brands will be an issue or not, but we'll find out. And yeah, so it's obviously not the healthiest, but I don't really care. Tonight I just want to eat a bunch of carbs. Here's the sauce. I'm gonna mix in the cheese. I had to mix the two different cheeses because I didn't have enough of the first one. That's okay. Noodles are boiling. Here's dinner. The mac and cheese turned out so well. And then I made a salad on the side with romaine lettuce, mushrooms, and some sprouts. Let's try the mac and cheese. Here we go. Ooh, that's good. Another day, another vitamin. These freaking cats. So I know I said I'm gonna start using my SodaStream more, but I already have some bubbly in the fridge, so I thought, why not just drink this? I might just end the video here. It's Sunday night, 8 p.m. and yeah, as of tomorrow, that will have been a week that I filmed what I eat. So yeah, that is what I eat in a week. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.